You are holding a scalpel. The room smells like antiseptic and fear. There is no hospital bracelet on the patient's wrist. No anesthesiologist behind the curtain. No crash cart by the door. Just you, a borrowed instrument tray, and a body that needs saving, and you are disposing of, depending on who sent them. This is not a nightmare. This is Tuesday. The black market surgeon is one of the most misunderstood figures in organized crime. Hollywood imagines a disgraced doctor in a filthy basement. The reality is far more clinical, far more terrifying, and far more human than you want it to be. It starts before the scalpel. It starts with a medical degree. Almost every documented black market surgeon began with a legitimate career, a real license, real training. Some were brilliant. According to Dr. Criminal, a landmark 2019 criminology study by Letizia Paoli at KU Leuven, the majority of underground medical operatives in Eastern Europe had formal medical education, many with specializations in trauma surgery or general medicine. They did not fall into this life. They were recruited out of desperation, debt, or disgrace. Your story probably starts with one of three things: a license revoked after a malpractice suit, a gambling debt that grew faster than your salary, or a late-night phone call from someone who already knew your address before you picked up. The first job is never a full surgery. They test you. Maybe it is a bullet extraction, a wound closure that cannot go to an emergency room, something that requires skill but not commitment. You do it. You tell yourself it is just this once, that you are helping someone, that the man bleeding on the table in front of you is not asking questions, so neither should you. By the third job, you have stopped asking. The workspace is never what you expect. Researchers like Sheldon Zhang, a sociologist at San Diego State University who spent years embedded with transnational criminal networks, found that black market medical operations are almost always hidden inside legitimate-seeming structures. A veterinary clinic after hours, a private room above a restaurant, a shipping container fitted with surgical lighting and a second-hand autoclave. The tools are real. The sterility protocols are real. The paperwork is the only thing missing. And the patients. The patients are everyone. Cartel soldiers who cannot walk into an ER with 3 entry wounds and no explanation. Traffickers who need evidence removed from a body. Wealthy clients who want procedures that no licensed physician would perform. Organ removals, body modifications, experimental treatments that exist in legal gray zones in their home country but are completely banned in yours. According to a 2021 report by Global Financial Integrity, the black market organ trade alone generates between $840 million and $1.7 billion annually. Somebody is doing that surgery. Somebody trained for a decade to do it. And they are doing it in a room that will never appear in any medical record. You do not get to choose your patients. That is the part no one tells you. You imagined some level of professional discretion, some ability to say no. But the people who pay for your silence also own your schedule. A fixer calls, you go. You do not ask what happened. You do not ask who the patient works for. You look at the wound, you assess the damage, and you operate. The money is extraordinary, and it means almost nothing. Because you cannot spend it freely, you cannot explain it, you cannot put it in a bank without a story that holds up. A forensic accountant named Kenneth Ryjock, who spent years laundering money for criminal organizations before turning federal informant, described this exact trap. The underground professional who earns more in a single night than most surgeons earn in a month, but lives like someone who owes a debt they can never repay. Because they do. Your hands are the debt. The The psychological cost compounds over time. You see things that licensed surgeons never see. Bodies that have been used as tools. Wounds that were inflicted deliberately, precisely, professionally, by someone else in the same ecosystem you now inhabit. You understand slowly that you are not a rogue doctor. You are infrastructure. You are the part of the machine that keeps other parts running. And the machine does not have an exit ramp. Retirement in this world is not a pension, it is silence. Either the kind you choose, disappearing, changing your name, crossing a border and starting over with nothing, or the kind that is chosen for you. Every underground surgeon who has ever spoken publicly about this life has said the same thing. The moment you become a liability is the moment your value drops to zero. So you operate, you close the wound, you pack your instruments. You do not look at the patient's face on the way out. You are still holding the scalpel. You never really put it down.